There is a kind of pain that does not arrive like thunder. Sometimes it comes quietly. It sits beside you at breakfast, follows you into conversations where you smile a little too fast, and waits for you in the silence after everyone has gone to sleep. From the outside, life still looks normal. You answer messages. You do what needs to be done. You say, "I'm fine," not because it is true, but because explaining the whole weight of your heart feels heavier than carrying it. I know that place. I know what it feels like to keep moving while something inside you is kneeling. And for a long time, I thought power meant not feeling that pain. I thought strong people were the ones who could be hurt and still look untouched, the ones who could lose something precious and simply become colder, sharper, harder to reach. I thought strength was armor. But I do not believe that anymore. Real power is not the ability to pretend the fire does not burn. It is the quiet courage to stand there, feel the heat, and still say, "This hurt me, but it will not own me." Because pain will touch every life. No one escapes it. A loss, a rejection, a failure, a betrayal, a dream that falls apart, a person who leaves, a version of the future that suddenly disappears. One moment you are walking forward with a plan, and the next, you are standing in the ruins, holding pieces of a life that no longer fits together. Nobody really teaches us what to do there. We are taught how to succeed, how to perform, how to look confident, how to build a life that appears impressive from the outside. But very few people teach us how to sit in the ashes without hating ourselves for being there. Very few people tell us that the breaking point is not always the end of the story. Sometimes it is the beginning of a more honest one. Pain is not always wise, but it is always pointing at something. It shows us what mattered. It reveals what we loved, what we feared, what we attached our worth to, and what we believed we could not live without. Beneath the wound, there is often a truth we had been avoiding for years. A relationship we kept saving while losing ourselves. A dream we chased for approval instead of aliveness. An old childhood ache we carried into every room, hoping someone else would finally heal it for us. Pain does not ask politely. It tears away the comfortable lies, and that is why it feels so cruel. But there is a difference between pain that destroys you and pain that awakens you. The difference is not always in what happened, it is in how you meet it. Do you run from it, numb it, worship it, or listen long enough to understand what part of you is trying to be born through it? Think of a seed buried underground. From the surface, it looks trapped. There is only darkness, pressure, silence, and the weight of soil pressing from every side. If that seed could think like us, maybe it would panic. Maybe it would say, "Why am I buried? Why is everything so heavy?" It would not know that the pressure is not punishment. It is part of the becoming. The shell has to split. The old shape has to break. The seed must lose the only form it has ever known before it can rise into the light. And maybe human beings are not so different. There are seasons when life places us underground, where we feel unseen, forgotten, delayed, as if the world is moving on without us, while beneath the surface something quiet is changing. This is where pain begins to turn into power. Not when it disappears, when it becomes usable. When you stop asking only, "Why did this happen to me?" and begin gently to ask, "What is this showing me about the way I have been living?" That question is not easy. Sometimes it even feels unfair, because when you are wounded, you do not want another lesson. You do not want to grow. You do not want to be strong. You just want to rest. You want to be held. You want life to stop demanding transformation from the parts of you that are already tired. And that is okay. There is a time when pain should not be analyzed. It should simply be felt. Sometimes the most powerful sentence is not inspiring at all. It is just honest. "This hurts." Not, "I should be over it." Not, "Other people have it worse." Not, "I need to turn this into something beautiful right now." Just, "This hurts." When you can say that without abandoning yourself, something important begins. You stop treating your own heart like an inconvenience. You stop forcing your healing to follow the schedule of the outside world. And slowly, you return.
Not to who you were before it happened, because that person may not exist anymore, but to someone more honest, someone who has stopped confusing denial with peace. Power does not mean becoming hard. A stone is hard, but no one calls it alive.
I do not want pain to make me colder. I want it to make me clearer, softer but not weaker, more open but not careless. I want to learn the difference between a wall and a boundary, because a wall keeps everything out, even love, while a boundary is more like a door with a lock. It says, I can welcome what is good, and I can refuse what harms me. That is power. To remain human after heartbreak, to stay kind without volunteering for suffering, to trust again, not because nothing bad can happen, but because fear no longer gets to write the whole story. And maybe the deepest shift happens when you stop needing your pain to be witnessed by the people who caused it. You may never get the apology. You may never get the explanation. Some people will never understand what they did, and some will understand perfectly and still choose silence. But closure is not always something another person hands you. Sometimes closure is the moment you stop standing at a locked door with your whole life in your hands. You turn around, not because what happened was okay, because your future is too sacred to keep begging the past to become kinder. From there, your pain can become discernment. The betrayal can teach you to listen to your body when it whispers, no. The failure can make you gentler with beginners. The loneliness can teach you how to become a safer place for yourself. The grief can wake you up to the fragile beauty of an ordinary morning, the cup in your hand, the person beside you, the small light on the wall that you once would have rushed past without seeing. This is not romanticizing pain. Some things are simply heartbreaking. Some things are unfair. Some wounds should not be decorated with pretty words. I am not here to say everything happened for a reason. I am saying that nothing you have lived through has to be wasted if you bring consciousness to it. The pain does not automatically become power. You shape it. You sit with it, name it, learn from it, and refuse to let it make you cruel. You give it movement through words, through art, through discipline, through service, through the quiet rebuilding of a life that finally belongs to you. And slowly, almost without noticing, you begin to stand differently. You are no longer waiting for the world to prove you are worthy. You are no longer begging the past to explain itself before you allow yourself to live. You still have tender places, of course you do. But tenderness is not weakness. A healed heart is not a heart without scars. It is a heart that has learned how to keep beating without turning every scar into a prison. So when pain comes, as it does for every human being, maybe the question is not, how do I escape this as quickly as possible? Maybe the braver question is, how do I meet this without losing my soul? Because that is the real work. Not to become someone who never breaks, but someone who knows how to return. Not to become untouched by life, but so deeply touched by life that you finally wake up. And one day, you may look back at the season that nearly broke you and realize something quiet. You did not become powerful because pain made you suffer. You became powerful because you refused to let suffering be the only thing it made. You took the darkness and listened to it. You took the wound and stopped worshiping it. You took the fire and learned how to carry warmth. And now, when you walk forward, you do not walk as someone untouched. You walk as someone transformed. Still human, still tender, still becoming, but no longer powerless.